What if I told you that everything holding you back right now isn't about what you're missing or what you need to add? The real breakthrough comes when you start subtracting. Imagine unlocking a version of yourself that's been buried underneath other people's expectations, toxic patterns, and outdated beliefs. Avoid these things, and you'll set yourself free faster than you ever thought possible. Stick with me, because once you hear what you need to remove from your life ASAP, you're not going to believe the transformation that's possible. If you're ready to become the best version of yourself, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a new video right here on the Growth Mindset Project. Let's dive into this eye-opening list of things you absolutely need to avoid if you're serious about change and growth. First up, stop being loyal to the outdated version of who you used to be. So many people carry around identities and stories that are no longer true just because they're familiar. Maybe you learned to keep quiet, stay small, or hide your real self growing up, but that doesn't have to define who you are today. Playing it safe and sticking to what you know is the fastest way to suffocate your own future. Remember, you don't have to keep repeating history just because it's comfortable. Avoid letting your past dictate your present and your future. If you want your life to change, you have to let some parts of yourself go. Think about it. A snake has to shed its skin to grow. If it refuses, it suffocates. Are you willing to let go of old parts of yourself so you can breathe and become who you're truly meant to be? Avoid dragging dead weight from your past into the life you want to create. Next up, avoid self-sabotage when you're on the verge of a breakthrough. Many people don't realize they do this. Right when things are about to click, you procrastinate, pick a fight, numb out on your phone, or start doubting yourself. That's not just bad luck. It's an unconscious way of keeping yourself safe. Your mind might be wired for the comfortable chaos you know, instead of the success you haven't experienced yet. So, without realizing it, you pull yourself back right when you're about to move forward. Avoid this pattern by noticing it. The closer you get to real change, the louder your inner critic screams. It's not really failure you're scared of, it's what happens when you finally succeed. Remember, comfort zones aren't just places you relax, they're places your dreams go to die. Here's something that hardly anyone talks about: toxic people who drain your energy. Avoid this trap at all costs. You can't heal, grow, or thrive in the same environment that broke you. No matter how strong your boundaries are, the wrong people will always find a way to tap into your energy and leave you empty. You teach others how to treat you by what you tolerate. So ask yourself, what are you willing to accept? Teach people to speak to you with respect, or protect your peace by walking away from those who won't. Avoid the desperate need for outside approval. So many of us live our lives on stage, performing for praise. When your identity relies on other people's validation, rejection doesn't just hurt, it feels like you're dying inside. That's because you've given away your worth to someone else. You'll find yourself molding your dreams into whatever gets you the most likes or compliments. Here's the truth. People-pleasing is just self-abandonment, no matter how you try to justify it. Avoid this trap and be authentic. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if it costs you popularity, your authenticity is worth it. Another essential: avoid the need to have it all figured out before you take action. The obsession with certainty keeps you frozen. You might disguise it as being responsible or needing a plan, but really, it's fear of the unknown controlling you. Guess what? Most clarity comes from movement, not from standing still. If you wait until you see the whole path, you'll never move forward. Life is like driving at night. You can only see the next 100 feet, but that's enough to keep going. Avoid sitting in endless preparation mode. Ready, fire, aim. Take a step and adjust as you go. Someday isn't coming to save you. Action is. If you're getting value so far, take just a second to like this video and drop a comment below. What's the number one thing you know you need to remove from your life right now? Your insight might inspire someone else too. Now, let's talk about another hidden trap: avoiding your inner child. This one surprises a lot of people. There's a part of you, maybe 7 or 8 years old, that still lives inside, especially when you overreact or shrink from challenge. Those tantrums or shutdowns are usually unmet childhood needs screaming for attention. Avoiding this part of you doesn't make it disappear. It just shows up in adult life as perfectionism, people-pleasing, or over-controlling. Give that inner child what was missing before: compassion, patience, understanding. If you want real freedom, address those old wounds instead of running from them. Avoid perfectionism, especially the kind that hides behind the phrase high standards. Here's the unfiltered truth: perfectionism is just fear wearing makeup. The belief that you need everything perfect before you can act is a lie your anxiety tells you to keep you safe. If you obsess over not messing up, you'll never do anything worthwhile because humans make mistakes. Momentum beats perfection every day. Done is always better than perfect because perfection isn't real, and if you demand it, you'll never start. Another big thing to avoid: believing that external success will magically fix what's broken inside. More money, more followers, more trophies. None of it will heal you if you're struggling on the inside. Success will only make your problems bigger and louder. If you build your life on performance and validation, you might end up with a full calendar and an empty heart. Don't use hustle as a hiding place. Avoid running from your pain by endlessly working or chasing validation. By the way, if you're loving these insights, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment with which point is hitting home for you. It helps grow the channel and deepen the community. Time for another truth bomb. Avoid the fantasy that someday you'll just wake up as a new person. The illusion that you'll change when you have more time, more money, or more confidence. It's just procrastination wearing a disguise. One day is where dreams go to die. If something really matters, put it on your calendar. If you're always waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. Later never comes. Commit to what matters right now or stop pretending it's a priority. Now this one might be the hardest of all. Avoid the fear of failure. Failure isn't the end. It's data, feedback, and proof you're trying. The people who succeed most are also the ones who fail most. But here's the twist: they don't make it mean they're not good enough. They brush themselves off and try again. Avoid making failure a part of your identity. You don't need more confidence. You need more courage, more willingness to suck at something until you get good at it. No one becomes a master without being a beginner first. If you keep rehearsing failure in your mind, you'll never give yourself a shot at real success. And that brings us to the core message. You won't become your future self until you remove the things quietly killing your momentum. Avoid carrying the old into the new. One of them has to go. If you want to keep leveling up, don't stop here. There's another video recommended just for you. Watch it next to keep your growth momentum going. And if you haven't yet, hit that bell and subscribe so you'll never miss out on the next big breakthrough. See you soon, and remember, your best self is just a few decisions away.